From far and wide, Oilers fans, this is Dolynny TV. And welcome back to another Edmonton Oilers discussion here on the channel. I'm Tyson Dolynny, host of Dolynny TV, as we get prepared, oh baby, at 7 o'clock this evening for the most important game for the Oilers of 2018-2019. And indeed, it comes against provincial rivals, the Battle of Alberta, the Calgary Flames. And let me tell you why I am so excited for this one. If there are anybody we need to play right now while we're playing some of our best hockey under Ken Hitchcock, it is indeed the Calgary Flames. Pardon me, I'm still battling the flu, cold, whatever the heck I've got. So let's get through it and let's get my voice resting so as we can hopefully maybe get a live stream going tonight as I live react to the Edmonton Oilers versus the Calgary Flames in the second edition of the Battle of Alberta for 2018-2019. Unfortunately, with this one being in Edmonton and me working on a Monday, I'm not going to be there live in the building at Rogers Place this evening. It was in Calgary last time around and I was able to enjoy the game. Like I said, when I watched that game, I said Todd McLellan needed to go. Well, now he's gone and it is our first chance under Ken Hitchcock to get it right against Calgary. So guys, I've already made my big claim. This is the most important game of the year. And why is it the most important game of the year? I already stated it kind of sort of with the Todd McLellan, Ken Hitchcock kind of thing. Well, it's as simple as this. Calgary has already taken 2 valuable points in the standings from us, and we cannot afford for that to happen once again tonight. Like I said, it's all about the standings. And as Calgary leads the Western Conference in points, right now is the most crucial time for us to strike. And right now, right here on a beautiful Sunday evening in Edmonton in the middle of December, we get our chance. Right now, the Oilers sit 29 games played, 32 points on the year. Not bad. Coming off a 7-2 victory against Minnesota, that's half decent. Calgary, however, are absolutely brutalizing everybody right now. Doesn't matter if they have their regular lineup, doesn't matter if half their team is AHLers, they're winning hockey games. 19-9-2 on the season for 40 points to lead the Western Conference, as I said. That is not going to stand for the Oilers hopefully tonight, as they'll snap the flame streak is what I'm hoping for, and then all of a sudden the Oilers are on a 3-game winning streak, move into 4th in the Pacific Division, and suddenly, oh boy, we are 1 point away from being tied for 2nd in the Western Conference. You know what, San Jose, Anaheim win or lose in a shootout, we're still only 1-2 points back, and I cannot complain about that, as we are in, like I said, the middle of December technically now. Let's go discuss point number 2. Sorry guys, hitting the wrong thing on my laptop as I bring up point number 2 here. I've already mentioned that too. I've already mentioned point number 2. Last time around, boys, we were not the Edmonton Oilers we are now. Let's think about it. We were Todd McLellan's Edmonton Oilers, lines in the blender, guys not being defensively responsible, doing whatever the hell we pleased out there on the ice. Well, guess what? This time now I've already keyed those 2 points. Defensive responsibility and solid lines. And guess what? That means hopefully a big impact for the Edmonton Oilers. And now, hold on a second here. I'm going to actually argue for something. This game goes the same way it did against Calgary last month. Guess what? I am not going to be offended if Milan Lucic, in a comfortable game for us, is out there with Connor McDavid, because if somebody takes a run at McDavid, somebody's got to have their head put through the glass. And honestly, the only guy that can do that on our team, aside from Kazin, who I'm not a really big fan of playing with McDavid, is, of course, Milan Lucic. Now, I'm not saying literally put his head through the glass, but you know what I mean. Like, give him a lesson 110%. So, that's the only lineup change, if we see it mid-game, that I'd like to see. Anything else is a little ridiculous, and I don't think under Ken Hitchcock we will see it like we did under Todd McLellan last time round. The Oilers, well, here's a couple key points, guys, because I'm going to go talk one thing that I don't have on my list of things is right here. the identity line. I've been talking about it for the past 2 weeks. Guess what? They finally got some points together, and that only means one good thing for the Oilers. That means that line is now going to pop, and I've seen Twitter people saying this is the game Milan Lucic gets a goal. And guess what? Milan Lucic gets a goal against Calgary. That is going to be such a drastic change for the Oilers. There's no possible way in my mind they can lose that hockey game if Milan Lucic puts up a goal, puts up a fight, and puts up some devastating hits against Calgary. That would be huge. So let's move on to point number 3, shall we? I've kind of already touched on that too. It's all kind of flowing into one big mess here against Calgary, a Battle of Alberta on hometown hockey on Rogers Sportsnet tonight, I believe so. Yes, 100%. I'm not 100% sure where the game is. Haven't checked that far ahead. It is only 1 o'clock local time as I sit. Either which way, Calgary needs to be reset, and that is as simple as it gets. Resetting Calgary tonight gets us into a spot that is unlike any other, right? Calgary on a 5-game win streak. Guys have told me and kind of have seen it. They've played weaker opponents to get to where they are. Guess what? We are a tough opponent to play against under Ken Hitchcock. We take them and run them around the building in Rogers Place for 60 minutes. Guess who falls out of first place in the Western Conference within a week? It is indeed Calgary. So reset them tonight, and we set ourselves on a path for first in the Western Conference should we continue playing this good hockey. And like I said, we need to find a couple of places to steal some points. Tonight is one of those nights. Calgary obviously probably the favorite going in. Well, guess what? We run them around and we steal them for 60 minutes. We take those 2 points in regulation, and suddenly, like I said earlier, we are in a good spot come the end of the night. Well, how do you do that? How do you do that? The lines are exactly the same as they were last time out against Minnesota. However, the only lineup change that is happening is in the crease tonight. Mikko Koskinen gets his chance once again to set his place on this Oilers team. Cam Talbot comes off 2 games where he puts up W's, puts up goals against that aren't really that bad. And now, all of a sudden, Mikko Koskinen back in net against Calgary in what I've already called the most important game of the regular season in 2018-2019 thus far and potentially all season. Well, Mikko Koskinen, it's your time to shine. You've shone all season already. I'm not doubting you here, but it's time to come in clutch and set your place on this team. Show that $2.5 million contract who is boss. That is as simple as it gets for Mikko Koskinen this evening. And now, are you guys ready for the most important point of all? I think you absolutely are. It is as simple as this for the Edmonton Oilers against the Calgary Flames this evening. You know what we did last time? We ran Calgary around in that first period, and we need to do exactly that. I've already said that, but we need to show the backbone, because guess what? Calgary is going to come at us this time. Calgary is going to come out of the gates and just try and put guys through the glass. Like I said, Lucic should if anyone takes a run at McDavid. But it is going to be an absolute war of epic proportions. It was a war last time, but this one is going to be 5, 6, 7, 10 times worse than what we saw in Calgary, because you know what? It was a disaster in Calgary. Guess what? The Oilers are at home, and there is going to be absolutely no mercy shown for the guys wearing the red trim this evening. It is going to be an absolute who is left standing. And hopefully at the end of the night, that is the Oilers. And the only way to do that is to show some backbone. Take the pressure to them. Take the body. Take the stick. Whatever you need to do to knock Calgary down and out. That is exactly what the Oilers need to do. And compete for an entire 60 minutes. And not only win. You know what? A 4-3 win is 2 points in the column should we get it in regulation. But guess what? We need to take this one and absolutely mop the floor with the Flames. You know what? Put the Flames out, extinguish them, and wipe them around the floor with the coals that are left. And just show them that there is nothing you can do to win in Rogers Place against the Oilers. That is as simple as it is. Guys, Honestly, I am hoping and I am praying for a 6-2 victory tonight against Calgary. Just absolutely embarrass them. Show everybody in the NHL, you know what? Calgary was on a good run, but the Oilers are here to stay the rest of the season, and we are going to be making the playoffs. This is indeed the most important game of the season for the Edmonton Oilers. Like I said, thus far and probably for the entire season going forward. Calgary's already taken 2 points, but now it is our time to take 2 points in regulation, mop the floor with them, and climb the standings and show them we are here to stay and show our voice. Guys, I'm Tyson. This has been Dolynny TV, another rant. I didn't exactly expect it to turn into a rant, but I guess indeed it did. I will catch you guys as always in the next one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you guys are new to not miss another edition of Edmonton Oilers discussion, rants, talks, updates, trades, whatever goes on in Oilers land. I try to make sure I've got it covered. I am up on out of here.